Hey guys, it's Saga from TecworkZ, and I finally managed to get my hands on the Redmi K20 Pro. This is not a review unit. I went to one of the Mi Home stores in Pune on the launch day and purchased it from there. I went with the carbon black one because I think the subtle carbon fiber pattern at the back looks really cool. And I got the 6GB RAM and 128GB storage variant for 27,999 rupees. Just for 3,000 rupees more, there is also an option to get the 8GB RAM variant with 256GB of storage. There is quite a bit of debate going around regarding the pricing of both regular K20 and the K20 Pro. Personally, I don't feel that these phones are overpriced for what they offer. But I also feel if Redmi would have given a 4GB RAM and 64GB storage variant for both these phones at about 1500 or 2000 rupees less than the price of current variants, then the starting price of K20 would have been 20k, and for the K20 Pro it would have been closer to the 25,000 rupees mark, which I think might have put this price issue to rest. Anyways, what matters is what you guys think about the pricing, so whatever your thoughts are about the price of these phones, let me know in the comments. Now let's quickly get inside the box and see what all do we get with the K20 Pro. First thing that we get inside the box is this sleeve, which is holding the soft touch hard shell case and some paperwork like warranty and regulatory information and user's manual, plus a SIM tray removal pin. I really like how this case feels. It is hard plastic, but it is soft to touch, and I think it looks and feels much more premium compared to the transparent TPU cases that we get with most of the phones these days. Then we have the phone itself, which for some reason doesn't have the K20 Pro sticker with some more information on top. Anyways, I will keep it aside for the moment as we take a look at other things in the box. With the K20 Pro, we get this 18W fast charger included in the box, which is really nice. Then there is this USB Type A to Type C cable for charging and data transfer. Let us keep all these things aside and get back to the phone itself. I have seen in some of the other unboxings of this phone that there is a film on top which reminds you of the key specs that the K20 Pro packs in. But for some reason, my phone just came with a transparent plastic sticker. Let me remove this film so we get a better look at the phone. And while you are at it, please make sure to remove the IMEI stickers from the back of your phone as well. You can remove it and keep it in the box if you want to keep it safe for some reason. But please just remove it before you start using your phone, because if you leave it there, it looks really bad. With all of the stickers peeled off, this K20 Pro looks really good. I don't think Redmi has made such a premium looking phone until now. Poco F1, which is technically a part of their brand, had all the specs of a flagship, but with the plastic body, it looked and felt really cheap. But that is not the case with the K20 Pro. Right from the first time that you pick it up, thanks to the glass back and subtle curves to this back, you can tell that it feels premium. At the front, we have a 6.39-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080 pixels. There is no notch at the top for the front-facing camera, and the bezels all around are pretty thin, so Redmi calls it a Horizon AMOLED display. This AMOLED display and the back of this phone are protected by Gorilla Glass 5. Since it's an AMOLED display, blacks are deep and colors look vibrant. With 600 nits of peak brightness, this display can get very bright. Redmi also says that the display supports HDR while viewing HDR10 content. But I will have to use this phone a bit more and check which platforms actually support HDR playback on this phone. We get a 7th generation in-display fingerprint sensor, which seems fairly accurate from my initial usage. It is not as quick as a physical fingerprint sensor that we see at the back of most phones, but it is one of the faster ones available in the market, and it will let you register multiple fingerprints. To help keep this display notch-free, selfie camera is hidden inside this phone's chassis, and it pops out whenever you need it. This 20MP selfie camera gets a sapphire glass cover so that it should not scratch very easily. Redmi also says it gets drop and press protection, and it is tested and should last for at least 300,000 pop-ups. When this camera pops up, its edges light up and you can hear a distinct sound of the mechanism. I'm not a big fan of the pop-up selfie camera on this or any other phones for that matter. I fear that it is a moving part, and since this tech is fairly new, we are yet to discover all the ways in which it can get damaged. That being said, it definitely looks much more futuristic compared to even the smallest notch for the selfie camera. We also get a uniquely placed notification LED on the top of this pop-up selfie camera. It lights up when you get notifications or when the phone is charging. The earpiece speaker, like on most of the phones, is cramped up in the small space between the top bezel and the metal frame of the phone. Taking a look around the device, we have the pop-up selfie camera, a noise-cancelling microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone jack at the top. I know many of you guys are going to be delighted that the 3.5mm audio jack is still present on this phone. On the right side, we have the volume rocker, and a red colored power or sleep wake button. At the bottom, we have a speaker grill, a microphone, USB Type-C port for charging and data transfer, and a SIM tray. This SIM tray can hold 2 nano SIM cards. There is no option to add a micro SD card to it. But the phone comes with 128 or 256 GB of internal storage options, which I think should be enough for most of the users. There are no buttons and ports on the left side of this phone. Coming towards the back, as I have shown before, we have this subtle carbon fiber structure under the glass. As good as the dynamic pattern on the flame red and glacier blue K20 Pro looks, I prefer this carbon black color with red accents. The main attraction at the back is this triple camera setup. The main camera gets everyone's favorite 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor with a 1.75 aperture and a lens with regular field of view. Then we have a 8 megapixel telephoto camera with f2.4 aperture, which gives us 2x optical zoom. And finally, we also get a 13 megapixel camera with f2.4 aperture, and this one gets a 124.8 degree super wide angle lens. We don't get optical image stabilization on any of these cameras, but they do get some very cool software features which most of the other phones don't offer, like you can shoot 4K videos in up to 60 FPS with all the 3 lenses, and Redmi says it can even take 960 FPS super slow motion videos at 1080p resolution, which I am really excited about. The pop-up selfie camera at the front gets a 20 megapixel sensor with f2.2 aperture. I haven't had this phone for a very long time, so I haven't got a chance to test out its cameras, but just like you guys, I am equally excited to test this triple camera setup. By the time you guys are watching this video, I might have very well started taking a lot of images with it for a dedicated camera review. Inside, the K20 Pro packs in most of the latest tech that is available right now. It comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 processor, Adreno 640 GPU, 6 or 8 GB of RAM, coupled with 128 or 256 GB of internal storage respectively, and it also packs in a 4000 mAh battery, which Redmi says should easily take you through the day even if you are a power user. When it is time to charge this phone, for fast charging, we have a 18-watt charger bundled in the box, which is really nice. But if you want even faster charging, K20 Pro supports up to 27 watts of charging speed, but you will have to buy this 27-watt fast charger separately. You also get all the necessary sensors and internal hardware like proximity and ambient light sensor, accelerometer, electronic compass, dual band GPS for better navigation, Bluetooth 5.0, dual band Wi-Fi and so on, so the K20 Pro is packed with features all around. Software wise, K20 Pro is running the latest version of MIUI 10, which is built on top of Android Pie. MIUI 10 offers many features and customization options which are specific to the K20 Pro, but many people are concerned over the system-wide ads that appear on Redmi devices. While there has been some unconfirmed chatter that Redmi won't be showing system-wide ads on the K20 Pro, but you can still see some spam vague notifications or ads in some of the pre-installed apps. I always find it best to disable notifications from these apps, and if possible, uninstall or disable all of these apps completely. So this has been my unboxing and few initial thoughts after using this phone for a few hours. Redmi K20 Pro makes a really good first impression, and for people concerned about it being overpriced, I feel that considering what all it offers, it gives you a pretty good value for the money that you spend on it. But I also feel that a 4GB RAM option with 64 or 128GB of storage at a slightly lower price would have been a wiser choice by Redmi, and it would have given people one less thing to complain about. I will be using this phone extensively for the next few weeks, testing out all of its features, compare the speed, performance and camera with other flagship smartphones, and have a lot of videos about it for you guys. Other than that, if you want any specific videos about this phone, or if you have any other questions regarding the K20 Pro, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will try to address them in my upcoming videos. That is it for this video guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to the channel for more quality tech videos like this. You can also check out some of the other videos from this channel. This has been Sagar, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.